This is Tyrone Magnus, and you are watching The Steel One. Woo!
What's going on, you guys? My name is Rich,
and I am The Steel One.
And today, I am freezing my butt off. Today, as I film this, as of right now, the temperature, at least around where I live, is like 13 below zero. I know there's other places in Colorado that are a lot colder. There's some 22 below and 30 below, and so yeah, so it's kind of cold. If you hear a fan going, I apologize. That's my heaters going. They're working double time to keep this guy warm. This is my yearly look back. We're gonna be looking back at 2022. I can't believe, and I probably say this in every video, I can't believe the year's already over. It's nuts. It went by so fast. In fact, every year goes by faster and faster. And you know, just to think that we were just in 2020 with the pandemic and everything, and it's already been like 3 years. What? So anyway, guys, it's gonna be a look back. It was a pretty good year. There were some ups and downs and some crazy stuff, but overall it was a pretty good year. I made it to Florida, which I'll get to that here in a minute. It's just been a crazy year, and you know, and a good year too. It was just, you know, it went by fast, so it must have been pretty good. Time flies when you're having fun. Anyway, let's take a look back at 2022 for the Steel One. Alright guys, our first video, right off the bat, the third tunnel with James the Fam. James was here the first part of the end of the year, end of the 2021. I'm not sure exactly when, but I took him up to the third tunnel, and yeah, I think he liked it. But yeah, let's take a look at it. Put out a video, I don't know how long ago, but Rachel and I went to the third tunnel. Today, I'm back here at night. I don't have Rachel, but I do have...
Yes sir, yes sir, what up, wherever your camera is, I have no idea where I'm looking at. I just see light.
There.
Everywhere? Hey, there you are, what's up fam? Yeah, we just had two people come by us out. We're walking back this way, and they're like, what are you guys doing? Trying to go get eaten by bears? And I was like, what is there, bears down there? They're like, well, if you stay long enough, yeah. So we might gotta do this in a timely fashion, if you know what I mean.
I think we'll be alright.
I think I might have food in my bag.
Sweet, we'll just feed them. And then the very next video was the tarantula invasion. Rachel and I in 2021 went hunting for tarantulas, and I didn't get the video out till the beginning of 2022, which we ended up going back to later that year. This year we went back to La Junta to look for tarantulas again. But I'll get to that in a minute. But this is when we went hunting for it the first time. We ended up finding one, but let's take a look. It's cool.
Yeah.
Super nice. Are you being nice? Are you coming to bite my face? So, we come across maybe a little bit of ruins. I don't know if this is what they're advertising on their sign, but looks like maybe it was a wall of some kind. Whew. It is hot. It's hot. Oh, I'm gonna fall. Just kidding. Yeah, it's hot, but you know, I've said it before, still not as hot as Texas. I'd rather have this dry, nasty heat than
I don't know. I hate them both.
the humidity. I don't know, the way they made it sound like there's tarantulas all over the place.
Huh?
The way they made it sound like there was tarantulas all over the place.
Right.
I haven't seen a one.
No.
Let us walk him on our hand and
Oh, wow.
Hey,
and,
look at that.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
I'd say he's pretty tired out right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we get him.
What? What's wrong?
I know he's coming towards my face.
Yeah, he wants to give you a kiss. Okay, guys, the next video is actually a couple of different videos. I had a little bit of a series. If you guys remember the year last year, we went to the Abbey, the haunted monastery. We met an awesome guy, Dennis, which a lot of you know now. I was telling you way before James and anybody else about Dennis. Now James has filmed with Dennis and became friends with him as well. I had a lot to do with that. I'm pat myself on my back. Yes, I am. It's because of me that James and Aiden now know Dennis and are making some pretty awesome videos and content there. So anyway, so we went back to the Abbey, Rachel and I, and we filmed I think there's two videos, a two-part video. And actually, I think, let me scroll up here. So yeah, we have a two-part video, and actually you could kind of think of it as a three-part video because Rachel and I ended up going live at the Abbey at the sister house, and so there's 3 videos from the Abbey just from this year. I have a handful of them from last year too, so we've filmed quite a bit at the Abbey. When James was here just a few months ago, I went with them, him and Aiden, to the Abbey. I didn't film anything because I just really honestly, I don't like to film too many times at the same place. As you guys know, I'm not you know, all into the paranormal stuff anymore. I really don't. I'm not really into it. If it happens, it happens. If I explore some place that's haunted, great, fine. But I'm not like hunting for it. I'm not trying to prove anything or disprove anything. I just like to explore places, whether it be haunted or not. And so I didn't film anything with James and Aiden. I made a video with James. I was his cameraman. I don't know if he'll end up putting that out or not. I know nothing really happened while we were filming, so he probably won't. Yeah, that was the Abbey for 2022. Make sure you guys go check out Dennis. He finally hit 1,000 subscribers. Awesome guy. I think you guys are gonna like him. He's super legit, awesome ghost hunter, and he's got all the toys, and he's awesome. He's got a lot of great stories, and he's a good storyteller. So yeah, his link for his channel will be in the description for sure. Abbey, today we're here for a different reason than what this video is about. This is a part 2 of when Rachel and I came to the Abbey and we investigated the Orathon Hall, which is right behind me. And there's Dennis and Rachel. But we're back here for something else. I hope you guys enjoy this one, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Every October the Boy Scouts put out a haunted house at the Abbey. Dark Side of the Abbey is southern Colorado's most naturally nightmarish haunt. With 2 uniquely haunting experiences, Dark Side of the Abbey and Disturbance at the Monastery, find themselves located in an abandoned monastery inside the grounds of the Holy Cross Abbey in Cannon City, Colorado. On top of all of that, it is truly haunted. So it's a haunted house in a haunted house. Today, Rich and Rachel explore the Ulathor Hall from top to bottom, plus some extra places not seen before in the monastery.
And then I posted the video, that motivational video that Omar Gosh TV had made for us for 2021's fam reunion. So I just posted it so you could see it up close, because a lot of the footage that you saw from that reunion was from camera to watching it up on the screen. This way I put it, and then I add, of course, some like green screen stuff behind him and whatnot. But anyway,
something motivational. Well, for starters, you're here today. You're breathing. You're living. You have freedom. How motivating is that? I mean, something that a lot of us take for granted. See? V agrees with me, okay? Anyways, it's your boy Omar Gosh TV. My boy Rich reached out to me and asked me if, maybe I could make this cool little quick video for this fam reunion that I had no idea was going on. Like, I want to go to one of these fam reunions. So maybe on the next one, me, V, will pack a bag, meet you out in Texas. I mean, honestly, I would have loved to come. I'm real busy anyways, but I love you guys, man. I can't believe that you are together like a fam and just as content creators growing. I mean, this is so inspirational in itself. I mean, the fact that we can come together and have that freedom to do so. I know, the COVID kind of ruined that for a lot of people, and it's still, in some areas, things are starting to like open back up. But aside from that, being a content creator and growing and having the motivation to keep going, I'll tell you, just for me, I mean, this is not for everybody, but if you have the drive, the motivation, the passion, in whatever you do in life, whatever, let's say that you want to be a heart surgeon or a brain surgeon. Let's see if you, I was going to say bring back Frankenstein from the dead, but that's a little far-fetched. Anything that you want to be, okay? Other than, I was going to say also winning the lottery. That might be kind of hard, but anything you want to be, any dream that's realistic is attainable, especially if you see others do it. I'm living proof that you can grow doing this. And how I grew was by having that drive, that passion, especially when people would look me in the eyes, especially my own family members, and told me, you can't do this. You won't.
And then to continue our series on Coloradoans trying snacks from other countries, we had from Turkey. We tried snacks from Turkey, and from what I remember, they were pretty good. I liked them. Odo nuts, roasted and salted yellow chickpeas.
No, I don't like it. I'm gonna keep eating it, but I don't like it. just the texture is weird.
It's like super dry. Like, it like coats my tongue and I instantly need something to drink. I was like, blah, blah, blah. And then the next video was the third bridge, or was it? James the fam and Aiden from Aiden's Escapades and I headed to the third bridge. We took 2 separate vehicles, and I ended up at one bridge, which I knew wasn't the third bridge because I'd been there many times before, as you guys know. And they actually ended up at the actual third bridge. It's crazy. I mean, if you live here, all you got to do is Google it and it'll take you there. So we thought. Anyway, so if you haven't seen that video, make sure you check that out. I am somewhere. Let me give you a little background. So James the fam and Aiden from Aiden's Escapades, we're on our way, 2 different vehicles to go to the third bridge, back to the third bridge. Well, GPS took me to an absolute, it's not the third bridge. It's a bridge, it's not the third bridge. I know where the third bridge is now, but James and Aiden are on their way here, hopefully.
I don't know how I found it, but I found it without your pen. Yeah, we didn't even get your pen, bro. I don't understand how Aiden found it.
Well, it's not that far away from the actual third bridge.
Yeah, I know it's not. Well, how did you find this address? Like, what brought you to this address?
GPS did. It said, you're here. And it said third bridge.
Yeah, there's a bridge right there. What address did you put in for it?
Just what Google gave me. I don't know. I didn't put in an address. I just Googled third bridge.
Yeah.
Just like we did when we were in the parking lot.
They took us to a completely different place.
They took you to the actual third bridge.
Yes. Yeah. So how does it that if you put the regular Google address in and so did we, how did you end up over here and we did over there?
I don't know.
There's something really weird about this, but let's get out, guys.
And to skip the Abbey Part 2 video, we went to Monster World. It's this really cool place that they have all kinds of like, I don't know what you call it, like different displays and just awesome stuff from like, you know, like monsters and all kinds of stuff. It was fun. You should check it out. Anyway, this place, this is called Monster World. It's a really cool place, interactive museum that's located in downtown Denver, where monsters and art collide. You will be transported to another world as we explore more than 25 different scenes in this 19,000 square foot immersive experience where giants roam, aliens have arrived. You never know what's going to be around the corner. This place is crazy. Life-size ghouls, snarling gargoyles, creatures of the night. Anyway, guys, let's go check it out. Enough blabbing from me. And then probably the biggest thing that happened to me all year was I finally made it to Florida. I hung with my brother, Omar Gosh TV. Honestly, I never thought I would ever get to do that. I know him and Melissa have invited me and George down there for quite a few years. And I know you're probably going to say, well, why didn't you bring George with you? Well, George moved away, and he really hasn't been doing YouTube. And this was a last minute thing that, you know, Omar and I decided to do. And I asked permission to George before I did it, that it was cool. Because I always said that I would never go down there without my buddy George. So... But we were going to go to the fam reunion together. Him and Tiffany and I were going to cruise down there and to the fam reunion, or up there I should say, to North Carolina. So I ended up going down to Florida a little earlier to spend a few extra days with them in Florida. I'd never been to Florida, so it was fun. It was great. I love Florida. One of the things that I didn't realize, because I've lived in Colorado my whole life, and I didn't realize that like the seafood on the East Coast there, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. It's not the same. What we get here, it does not taste the same. Like, I'd always kept ordering shrimp because shrimp was just so good, and it was nothing like what the shrimp we get here. I mean, obviously it comes from there, but by the time we eat it, it doesn't taste nearly as good. Anyway, it was an awesome time. We took a little road trip up to North Carolina. I ended up getting kidney stone, which made it a little miserable. It was fun either way. That's the most time I'd ever spent with Omar. It was great. Tiff and Boston. Boston was awesome. He's my favorite one of my favorite people now. He is an awesome kid, and I don't know if I'll ever end up going back down there. I'd like to, but I just don't see it happening again. But it was fun spending time with Omar and his family. I didn't get to meet all Omar's kids. I did meet Omar's brother Bobby, which was awesome because I'm friends with him on Facebook. I got Malia and Tiffany's daughter I met, and it was an incredible time, and it's a time I'll never forget and I'll always cherish. And yeah, so let's take a little peek at OMG, I made it to Florida. Look at that. Holy smokes. Holy cow, look at this. Look at that. Rachel's gonna be super jealous. She's Cookie's biggest fan. Yes, outside the family.
Reading areas, salons, barbershops, pools, Turkish baths, and squash courts.
This here is the front porch, which is going to be so lovely to sit on. And then back there, that's Hamlet. See the horsey?
Oh yeah.
And then this is the front door.
Are you guys gonna get horses?
We're going to use Hamlet as our horse.
Okay.
Because his...
It'd be cheaper.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the next video is Aiden from Aiden's Escapades, and I went and hooked up with this other channel called Mimi Black, and she had some friends with her too that I don't remember their channel names, or if they even had channel names. It might have just been websites or something, I don't remember. But anyway, she was awesome. We went to this jail in Old Cripple Creek. It's a haunted jail. It's now kind of like a museum, and we had fun. Next video, I'm gonna keep saying in the next video. Well, like I said before, at the beginning of the year, we went and looked for tarantulas this year, and we ended up finding like 2 or 3. I'll admit now that I've watched video, and I thought Rachel was seeing things. She thought she saw something. I couldn't see it. It was too dark, or I couldn't catch it with the light. After, when I was editing, I could see it. It was way off in the distance. If you watch the video, I pointed out. So Rachel did see it. So I guess we did see 3 tarantulas this year. I don't know if we'll ever go back. I'd like to, but it has to be, we've got to be able to find like a ton, because well, from what we hear, there's just like tons of them crossing the highways, and it's not been our experience. We've been down there 3 times now and just haven't had any real luck. But anyway, let's check that out. We saw something on Facebook where they're having like some kind of a tour.
Yeah, I think it was the Storm Chasers, but they do this in the non-storm season. They do other stuff.
Yeah, and so we're like, well, we don't have to join them. We'll just come down here the same time as they're doing it. So maybe we'll have some good luck today, and we'll find a whole bunch of tarantulas. Okay guys, take a look at this beauty. We finally found one. Look at him.
He's cool.
Yeah.
He's coming to you.
You gonna climb on me?
Shoes.
Climb on my shoes? And well, I put out a video that was filmed in 2021. We went to the very first UrbexCon. My buddy Zach and a couple other channels have put this, well, I mean, it's kind of the name. It's an Urbex convention, exploring convention, you know, UrbexCon, like kind of like a Comic-Con, but for explorers, people who like going to abandoned places or haunted places, or you know, just, you know, whatever. And so that was cool that we got to be the first people there. Met up with Aiden from Aiden's Escapades, and since we were in Estes Park, Rachel and I stayed the whole weekend at a B&B, which we'll never stay at again. You have to watch the video. But yeah, we hooked up with Aiden from Aiden's Escapades, and we kind of snuck around the Stanley Hotel. So that was fun. It's always a good time hanging out with my buddy Aiden. So we made it, and here is Zach from Rooted Expedition.
What's going on, guys? Oh man.
Yeah. We're excited. We're early, so there isn't a whole lot going on yet, but check it out. Okay guys, so there's someone that's so famous. I'm so excited to meet him. I'm just going to pee myself. Here he is, the great and powerful Aiden from Aiden Escapades. Oh my god!
Hi. How'd your truck do coming up here? Yeah.
It's like super busy, and the parking is all blocked off, and apparently Stanley Hotel is a big deal now for some reason. I blame Oh My Gosh TV, honestly, because now everybody wants to go to Stanley Hotel. You know, I'm just joking. Anyway, I got a question for you. So, you got like a flock of seagulls. It's called a flock, you know, and there's like a lot of crows. It's a murder.
Okay.
What do you call a whole group of ghosts?
A boo.
A boo? A boo. I saw a boo. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in here.
So many people. This place is packed.
That was fast.
Stop coming to Colorado.
That one's open. You see it? It's a courtyard area.
Sounds like someone's in there too.
Yeah, it does.
There's something in there that makes that sound. It's something.
something that's not personal.
And then finally, well, I guess I shouldn't say finally, I was very surprised that I got to hit 4,000 subscribers. I put out a video, kind of a look back at my channel through the years, and then me and my brother, Mr. Ganderman, did that one chip challenge, and I put the highlights of that in the video, and yeah.
Oh shit.
They can't say anything right now.
Oh my god.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done.
Then next, I wasn't planning on making this video, but it just struck me that I kind of feel like I needed to. So I did it real quick. I did a quick video. It's only 12 minutes and 59 seconds. It's a tribute to Jason David Frank. If you guys don't know who Jason David Frank is, he was the Green Ranger from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I was a fan of him, the man, Jason. Wasn't a huge fan of the Power Rangers because I was already grown up by the time that came out. I still watched it. I explained more in the video about that, but I just felt like I wanted to do a little bit of a tribute to him because in a roundabout way, a long way, he kind of inspired me to do YouTube too. I mean, it was Bella, Omar, and Melissa for sure, and James. That's how I kind of got to know him, was through YouTube. You know, watching. He had his own, or he still has his own channel, and he did a lot of vlogging and shows, and just an awesome guy, and he's so good to his fans. And it was such a shock to me that he had taken his own life, and I just still can't believe it. I just can't believe it. It just didn't seem like he was the, but you just never know. So what I want to say to you is make sure you guys check on your friends and family. Make sure you check on them regularly to see how they're doing, because you just never know. I mean, look at Robin Williams. Who would have guessed he would have? It just blows me away. And life is hard, but there's no reason to take your own life. And there's people out there that are willing to help you and talk to you, and if you don't want to do it for yourself, at least do it for friends and family, because that will destroy them, and they'll never forget. And so let's take a quick peek at the tribute to the man, not the Ranger, Jason David Frank.
Guys, right now we are at Indiana Comic-Con, and you know what time it is? It's overtime! Here we are, Jason David Frank, and we're at Indiana Comic-Con, and you know what time it is? It's overtime! That is better. Cut, print, perfect. Here's my message. It's simple. 86,400 seconds a day. Appreciate the moment. Appreciate those seconds. I almost disagree with every motivational speaker out there. I believe if you put in as much effort and time and passion and 110% in these moments of the 86,400 seconds a day, you'll have a better tomorrow. Sure, we're going to think about what's going on tomorrow. We're going to have a bigger plan, but how can we get there if we don't put all the work, 86,400 seconds, you'll have a better tomorrow. Trust me, believe, that's what it's all about. Also, there's one saying, when you fall, stand back up. When you get knocked down, stand back up. That's true, but sometimes you can't stand back up. You need friends, people around you that can lift you back up. Also, faith can lift you back up. Remember, you got to put
all your effort and all your time, regardless of it's business, family, your dreams, the 86,400 seconds a day, you got to spend them wisely. Right now you're on YouTube, you're on TikTok. It's cool. We waste a lot of time on social media, so I wanted to give you this message, something to motivate you today. All right, let's focus on what you have to do today. Maybe you're going to click off. Maybe you're not going to watch this message. It's fine. I'm going to put my 86,400 seconds a day wisely into family and friends. I'm putting my energy into my fans. I'm putting my energy into my family. I'm choosing what I'm doing with my 86,400 seconds a day.
I'll say it's morphin' time. Don't say Dragonzord, okay? All right, ready?
It's morphin' time.
Dragonzord!
Pterodactyl!
It's at the same time.
You say it right?
You can't say it. This is my time.
All right, well, let's do it again then. Ready?
Sometimes we lose the battle, but you must win the war. Wounds hurt, but now they're battle scars. I had to let you fall because God picked you back up. Life isn't a race, it's a marathon. Your longevity will tell your legacy. Good job, Jay.
And then the very last video, which I just put out like last week or the week before, depending on when you're watching this, I suppose. Rachel and I did another Coloradoans trying different countries' foods. We did South Korean snacks. I know you guys aren't into it. I could tell by the views. I could just tell. Usually, and I've said it before, I'm usually pretty happy when a video of mine will hit 100 views within 24 hours of releasing it. And this video took like almost 2 weeks to get to 100 views. So it's fine. And like I said, I'm just doing YouTube for fun as a hobby. And you know what? Rachel and I have fun making those videos. And I just figured you guys would have fun watching those videos. So I'm putting them out. But not too many people are interested in watching me and Rachel eat snacks. If you're not watching it, you're missing out because it's fun. It's fun. But whatever. And they're not very long. This one was only 9 minutes and 39 seconds. So if you haven't watched it and you have an extra 10 minutes, watch it after this one. Alright, you guys, that is it. Man, 2022 is just a blur. It really was. It's just a big blur. Lots of highs, some lows. Some things that happened personally that I'm not going to talk about. Because you know what, it's all gonna work out. It's nothing that God can't handle, and we'll be all right. I do have some ideas for some videos for this next year. I do have some videos still to edit. I still have a video from Texas. Actually, I think there's 2 videos from Texas that I still need to make. So that's from like what, 3 years ago. So I still have some old videos. I can't remember everything that I still have. Rachel and I did some nature walk, hiking, and I can't remember what else I have. I know there was a handful of videos I still have. But I do have some ideas for this year coming up. Only a few. I know things will pop up. I know Aiden kept talking about going to some place, and he still won't tell me where, and he's been telling me that for like 1.5 years, I think. But yeah, we'll figure it out. We have some really cool content coming up. I guess I could give you a little bit of a hint. Rachel and I are going to buy kayaks, and so we're gonna have a series of videos of us kayaking in different places and stuff like that. And so out in the nature, and we're exploring. I've said it before, I'm not a paranormal channel. We're not ghost hunters. not into it. Yes, I've dipped my toe into it, and I've decided I don't really want to be part of that being paranormal. I just want to explore. And exploring can be lots of different things, like trying different snacks from different countries. That's exploring different food. It's just not exploring in a forest or something, but I'm gonna do that too. You know, exploring can be lots of things, and it's not just abandoned or haunted places. It's all kinds of things, you know, and I have all kinds of ideas, and that's what I'm gonna start. I really am gonna lean into the whole exploring aspect. And yes, there'll probably be some haunted videos still, and I know a lot of you probably watch me for the haunted videos because my haunted videos do better than anything else I put out, which is fine if that's what you're into. I may not fully understand why, but it's fine if you are. But I'm definitely gonna lean towards more of an exploration aspect or videos. I know that I just watched a little bit of James the Fam's live stream the other day, and he was kind of mentioning the same thing, where he still has a passion for haunted places, but he kind of wants to do something else too. And you know, I've been feeling that way for a long time. If you just want to be subscribed to me or just only watch my haunted videos, I'm sorry. I just don't want to get too big. I'm not big now. I'm not even close to big. What I'm trying to say is I don't want to get big like Omar and James and get stuck in haunted stuff. Because honestly, haunted videos are hard to make, and it's hard to stick with it. You know, it's hard to find all different kinds of places to go that are haunted, and I can't even imagine. You know, one thing I did want to mention about Omar, staying with him, that guy, you guys have no idea. I mean, people tell you all the time how hard he works. It is an absolute 100% fact. He works his butt off. He deserves way more than he's getting for his views. He's truly amazing, and he works really hard. It's just amazing. It's really good. I wish my content could be that good, and maybe someday it will, but he's been doing it for a lot longer than I have too. So, and he's put all of his energy and all of his time into his channel, where I'm not. I took a step back, as you guys know, and I was putting out like 2 videos a week, and it just became too much for me. This was supposed to be for fun. It's like a hobby, and I got too caught up in the numbers, and it was very frustrating. And if you're a new YouTuber, don't look at the numbers. Don't focus on the numbers. Focus on having fun and making great content, not just for yourself, or not just for everybody, but just for yourself. You know, make something that you like, and you're gonna find people that are gonna like your stuff too. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who continues to watch my videos, and I know who you are. It's kind of funny, actually. There's some people that stick with me for a minute. They're like, oh, you're my favorite YouTuber, and you're this and that, and then that lasts like a couple months maybe, and then they just disappear. I never hear from them or see them again. But there are some of you that have stuck with me from the beginning, and I know who you are, and I pay attention. Anyway, guys, here I am talking. Hopefully I cut it down a little bit. I love you guys, and thank you again for all your support. Another great year. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up, and I have no reason to give up. This is just a hobby. It's just for fun. I'm trying to improve my craft, because you never know what might show up in the future. Someday someone, some really big YouTuber will want to pay me a lot of money to edit their videos, and I'll be ready for them. And until then, I'm just gonna still keep honing my craft and trying to be the best editor that I can be. I want to constantly improve what I'm doing. I don't want to stay just in one thing. I want to continue to get better, and that means putting one video out a month because I'm focused on just making the best that I possibly can. Because I could just slap a video together, and well, like the Colorado eating South Korean snacks, I literally did that video in like 5 hours. So I didn't spend a whole lot of time on it, and I could seriously do that with just about every other video. I could probably bust out a video in a couple hours if I really wanted to, but I just want to make the best video that I can. And sometimes that means if I don't feel like editing one day, then I'm not gonna. And honestly, like I said before, I watched Omar, and I only saw a glimpse for the little time I spent with him, and I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want to be. I don't think I want to do this for a living. It just seems like too much, and it's a lot of letdowns for as much work. Like Omar puts a lot of work in his videos, money and time, and to get disappointed. Anyway guys, I keep going on and on. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll see you in 2023 with all new content, and who knows what may happen. Who knows what kind of adventures we'll get into, but we'll see again. Whatever that might be. I love you guys.